is up, guys? It's Mac Attack. Or, nope. It's Gray, a.k.a. the Hokage. There we go. Almost did the wrong intro, but I stopped myself. So we got some episodes today. If you haven't read from the title. Well, okay, first of all, new opening. What's up? We're on opening 3. And there wasn't really a great still frame in opening 3, so I just used the end. So I hope. Anyway, opening 3 is a good one. It's one of the more iconic openings of Bleach for sure. So give it a listen. It's a good one. But we get some Bankais, boys and girls. We get some Bankais, and we get the fight that I was looking forward to, I think, the most out of this whole rewatch. This is the one that I wanted to watch the most. But we'll get to that. First, we got episode 51 because episode 50 was filler. So we skipped it. Speaking of Bankai, go Bankai on the like button and subscribe for more Bleach and My Hero content. Anyway, it starts off. We kind of get like some captains going to Ruki's execution. We get introduced to Soifon and Omida. And then Kenpachi and Orihime and the rest of the Squad 11 gang roll up to the prison that the other got, like Iryu and Ganju and Chad are all at. And they're like, oh, what's up? Like, hey, we're here to help. And they're like, oh, okay. And then, yeah, so they all go together. They're all in, like, Shinigami outfit. And they just go. They go, and they don't really know where to go. And Kenpachi and Ichiro both suck at directions. So they just kind of wander around. And then they run into Tosin and Kamura? I'm really bad at remembering the dog captain's name. I feel terrible. Because he's cool. He's just like, his name is like, it's a little, it's like a little bit more. It's not super unique, so it's hard for me to remember. Not like Tosin, Kanami Tosin, and then Kanamura, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Kanamura. Either way, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. What are you gonna do about it? You know, Fido, you know. They're like, hey, we're gonna stop you. You're helping the Ryoka. And he's like, I'll take all 4 of you on at once. Because their lieutenants are there, Hisagi and Glasses dude, who's not important ever. But then Ikaku and Yamichika are like, don't worry, we'll take care of the lieutenants. And they leave. So Kenpachi takes on those 2 at once. The 2 captains, Tosin and Kanamura. Then we cut away a little bit. We go to Renji, who's like, yeah, I'm done with my Bankai training. And he's like going to Richi. He's like, hey, is he going to do it in time? And she's like, I have faith. And he's like, all right. And that's pretty much the end of that episode. Now, next episode, we get Renji versus Byakuya, and it's pretty much the whole episode. And it's awesome. It's just as cool as I remember it. Renji is like, haha, I'm like faster, and Byakuya's like, what are you gonna do about it? And he's like, scatter, and then like he stops it with his sword, and then he's like, Bankai, and he gets Renji's freaking Bankai, the first one, you know. I mean, you know, Renji's Bankai, the only one that he has. Why 2 Bankais? That'd be ridiculous. The first version of this Bankai, I guess. You know, Kaikou Zebimaru, the big old snake. It's sweet. It's like chasing Byakuya around, and then like he uses control, and Byakuya's like, well, like you got a master Bankai, you just got it, and you're like, trying some sneaky, beaky stuff. So Byakuya uses some Kido. That's the word I'm looking for. He uses some Kido to throw him off balance. He uses the trap Kido, the one that like the light wraps around them, and they're like trapped. And then he uses his Bankai, which, listen, I don't like Byakuya in this arc at all. I think he's a huge prick, and even worse words for him. But man, this is Bankai cool. Zenbun Zakurai Kageyoshi or something, dude. Oh my, it's just one of the coolest Bankai. It really, it is. All right, I'm sorry, it is. He like just one bangs Renji, obviously, because his Bankai is ridiculous. He's like, sucks to be you. And then when she's on the ground, he's like, I'm the moon and you're a beast or something. Maybe Ruki is the moon. I don't know. He talks in poems. Byakuya is a dramatic SOB. Do not like Byakuya this arc, if I haven't stressed that enough. Then as he's walking away, Renji thinks of Ichigo, and Ichigo, I assume, thinks of Renji. They're having like a bro to bro moment. They're like, "Oh, we gotta save Rukia." So like Renji gets up, and he's like, bleh, he like runs at Byakuya, and Byakuya, like a bunch of pink swords show up around him and stops him, and he like stabs his hand. He's like, "Stop!" Like I admit it, like you're impressive, but like chill. And then he does it more. Renji's like, "Nope, gotta save her," and then he tries to stab. He literally, if his spiritual pressure wasn't so low at this moment, he would have stabbed Byakuya. He goes to stab him, but his sword breaks because Byakuya's spirit pressure is higher than his. Especially after this, because his Bankai went away. His sword just kind of disintegrates, and Byakuya's like, "You know what? Congratulations, your fang has reached me." And then he throws a scarf on him and then walks away. I don't know if that's a sign of respect or what, but and that's that. So then I guess we'll just finish that whole plot line right now. So we later on, I believe in 53, Renji comes to, and he's like, blah, blah, like, whoa, what happened? And he's getting healed up by Hanataro, and then Hanatero's like, yeah, this one guy, and this one guy was like, "Oh, I was your biggest fan, Renji, like, you're so cool, I want you to be cool." And I was like, same, I want Renji to be cool too. I went and got him and broke him out and came in to help you. And then he was like, yeah, someone else healed you, and the only other person it could be, and it showed Unohana. Which I don't know if we get a little bit more, like if it's revealed that Byakuya called her or what, but that doesn't seem like something he would do. I know he gets a kind of redemption here. Byakuya does at some point, but whatever. Yeah, so he's getting healed, and he's like, don't worry, Ichigo's going to save her. And then it cuts away a little bit before. Rukia, before he gets healed, Rukia senses his spiritual pressure. He's like, whoa, that spiritual pressure was so massive. I didn't think it was like anyone I knew, but then when it faded, it felt like Renji's. And then Gin shows up, and then I love Gin, man. He's just playing a villain so well, and he really is. He's playing the part. He gets up to Rukia, and he's like, oh man, like doesn't like Renji almost dying make you not want to die? So you can go save him. And he's like, I could save you, I could save you, Renji, all the Ryuka. I could save all of you right now. And all the guards are like, good one, Captain. And she's like, whoa, could he do that? Like, why would he do that? And then he's like, haha, just kidding. And then she's like, oh no, and I didn't want to be saved, but now I kind of did. And I was like, nice. And then Rukia gets taken to the execution ground where there's like only a couple captains. Byakuya shows up. And then Genryusai is like, do you have any last words? She's like, no. And then it cuts away. That's the end of the episode that we saw. Cutting back to the other thing that's happening, which is Konami, and really it's mostly just Konami versus Kenpachi right now because Konami uses his Bankai. But real quick, we're going to go to, we see a little bit of Hisagi and Yumichika. And Yumichika's like, Hisagi's like, looks like he's cleanly beat him. He's like, Yumichika's damaged and he's not. And he's like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you a secret. My Zanpakuto is a little bit punky. The only reason I'm 5th seat is because number 3 is Ikaku. And he was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, let me show you what my Zanpakuto really does. And by the way, if you don't know, Yumichika's Zanpakuto is really freaking broken. It's like one of the best. Like, some Zanpakuto are just like, my sword looks kind of different, tee-hee. And then his Zanpakuto is like, I win the fight, ha-ha. It's really good. Not all Zanpakuto are created equal. But anyway, so it cuts away. Back to Konami and Kenpachi. He uses Bankai, which is like the blackout where all, like, most of your senses except for touch are gone. So you can't hear, smell, I assume taste. You can't see, and which is ironic because he's blind. He's like, no, you live in the darkness that I've always lived in, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, every time he tries to hit him, Kenpachi manages to like dodge a little bit. And he's like, how is he doing that? And then it revealed that Kenpachi's like, I'm like feeling his sword right when he's about to touch me, and then I juke. And then every now and then Kenpachi will get a little cut in, and he's like, man, this guy's a demon. And then at one point, Kenpachi's like, I need to end this. And he's like, oh, I know. He freaking stabs him. Tosin does. Normally he moves, but he doesn't. He lets him stab him, then he grabs his hand and it's like, whooshing. And then he's like, why'd you do that? And he's like, I wanted to hit you. And he does it again, and then Tosin's Bankai breaks. And then Kenpachi's like, I'm bored. He's about to leave. We get a little bit of a flashback to Tosin's backstory, which is a friend of his became a Soul Reaper. And we don't actually get all the info right now. We get it later, I believe. because there's actually quite a bit to the story, and actually a lot of it's revealed in the novels. I know this because the Can't Fear Your Own World is in the Bleach mobile game, Bleach Brave Souls, which I play a little bit. But I play the story because I haven't experienced the story before, so I try to pay attention. And like the husband of Tosin's friend was a Soul Reaper and like bad stuff, blah blah blah. We'll talk about it. I don't want to like spoil that in case. I do have a theory that's also the novels are going to get animated also if the Bleach anime does well, but that's a whole conversation for a different day. Either way, I get a little bit of that. And then right before he's like, I'll kill you to stop you, because Kenpachi's walking away, and Kenpachi's like, you want to die that bad? And then Kanamura steps in. He's like, no, I'll fight you. Like, and then his mask breaks. We see like he's a dog boy, and everyone's like, oh, furry bait. And then he's like, Bankai, big boy. And like, I don't remember. His Bankai's just a big guy. You know what I mean? Like the, and Kenpachi's like, yeah. And that's really it. And Ichigo and Zangetsu are still training. They've been training for like 10 episodes now. But it's fine. It's fine. And that's it. Overall, pretty sweet episodes. I'm having a great time, dude. Oh, I loved it. Dude, the fights in Bleach are just unrivaled. I'm sorry. They're just so good. God. I love Renji vs. Byakuya. Such a great moment. It's a shame that Renji doesn't get a whole lot later, really ever. But you know, it's still a cool character. And in the end, I think Renji definitely makes out like a freaking bandit. But we will talk about that in a year or two. Either way, that's gonna be it for me. Once again, go Bankai on that like button since we're talking about Bankais today. And thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because why not? And I will see all of you next time. Peace.